we live? We are live. Oh, that's a good time for a music change as well. Alright. Let's get the chat thing up. We'll get going. Bot feature. That's not what I want. Live stream today? Yes, it's a live stream today. I was working earlier, got back, thought, oh, I'll just play a game real quick. Should have recorded, should have streamed. Should have streamed. That's all I'm saying. That's that, properties. Yes, almost fell asleep the night I saw the notification. Honestly, go to sleep. This is me just coming on. I thought I'll do some Dungeons and Dragons prep for today for my tomorrow game, so I'm not going to be late tonight either. This is just going to be like an hour-long stream kind of thing. So yeah, I want to do this. But yeah, hello, and how are you doing? And Sylvia, how's today been? And anybody else been joining? Hello. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. So how? What? Okay. Hold on. I have to catch up myself. I am very tired and had quite an interesting few days. Well, fair enough. Well, it's Wednesday, so we're halfway through the week. So, fair enough. I'm also, I think, this music is not helping. Okay, here we go. So, I'm starting to think that coming forth on to streaming, on to making more content, that I come to about 2, maybe 3 streams a week. 3 if I can, 2 most likely. Definitely gonna keep with the Sunday or Saturday stream, either the weekend streams for the after work chill time. Definitely gonna do that. And then I might do, and then I'm thinking of doing Wednesday streams, midweek stream, which is just me prepping stuff or playing a game stuff, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm planning on. That's what I'm trying to do. Right, give me a second. Good. I got by venom. You got bit by a venomous spider, but I am good, and I did nothing. And it did nothing. Okay. Oh. I can tell why you've had an interesting few days. The thing didn't get through my golf wrist, cleaning another animal out. Oh, whilst cleaning another animal out. Ah, I see. See, that's why I'm never gonna have like spiders or anything as pets. Like, there's gonna be a few in my room, because obviously they're in corners and that kind of stuff. But as long as they're not over my bed, I'm happy. I mean, there shouldn't have been venomous spiders in the enclosure, so I had to get them out. But I don't have pet spiders, luckily. Fair. Fair. Understood. That is understandable. Oh, I didn't put him in. God damn it. 1 second. They weren't too bad, but they were only false widows. Yes! Yes, I get... we've seen a lot of those around my workplace. And I'm just hoping that they haven't attached to me as I come home. So that's my only, like... Ah! Right, hopefully I've got my wire. Got my wire. Just feeling the pain. Yeah, it's they're the most annoying things on the planet, and that's not just the normal spiders. There's fox widows as well. Ugh. Sorry about this. I was like, right, I'll get onto my Word document, and then I remembered, oh, hang on a second, I don't take my computer to my club. I take my iPad, which I use the notes on there for pretty much everything. But I've got charger. The paint buckets. You can never escape the paint buckets. Never. They're always around. They're always watching. Oh, and was it today or yesterday? I was recording a couple of stuff for Schedule 1, and then only afterwards, when I was trying to get to bed, or like I was watching a video before I went to bed, my brain just went, how could a new intro turn out? And my new intro, which I'm not too sure about, I might use on the occasional. Just remember now. Hello, you gorgeous paint buckets. I think that's what I said. Hello, you gorgeous paint buckets. You're gonna fill my heart. I don't know. I can't remember. I cannot remember. If you have a better intro idea, give me an idea. Give me something. Give me something. Right. I don't know whether I show my screen or not. I don't really know. We'll go to studio mode so then I can find out. Why is that? Can I turn Google to dark mode because it just blares the screen? You got one life. Live it well and live it, paint buckets. I feel like that's a good outro. You know what? I'm not doing this, but could you imagine? By the way, have a great day. By the way, you got one life. Live it well and live it paint bucket style. See ya. I'm not going. But could you imagine that to be an outro? I want to see if I can change this part. Ew. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Can I want to, or is it just stuck on this? Starting a meeting. Oh, I can start a meeting here. No, I don't want to do that. What am I? Okay. Sometimes I use Google, sometimes I don't. Bio, page setup. is it page setup? Page color. Do page list? Oh, that be any good or would it not? I don't like that. You've been wonderful. I've been penguin, and we're all paint buckets. You know what? I'm gonna use that. I am gonna use that. You've been wonderful. I've been paint buckets. I've been paint buckets. You've been wonderful. I'm penguin, and we're all paint buckets. I'm the penguin, and we're all the paint buckets. I don't know. Don't know. I use that for one recording, or for like a stream. For stream endings, don't know. Maybe. My brain's firing on all cylinders now, trying to think of like different things to say for this. You've been wonderful. I'm penguin, and we're all paint buckets. Continue styling like paint buckets. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna get into the thing. I'm not too sure if I can't get the layout of what I want. I'm probably just gonna do like normal face-to-face. We talk, and I just do this off screen. But yeah. Cool. Right, that's written down. So I'm going to remember that, and I'm going to use that on a recording day. Is this? Can I format, export it, switch pages, tools? I don't think I can. Yeah, the only other thing I can think of is just dialing. There we go. It's not as bright. I've turned the screen the blue tint, so it doesn't brighten me for the moment at least. Cool. Okay, so so far on my character's adventures, they've been into a cursed town, which overnight what was it? I think I'm going to sleep as I can barely stay awake. Fair enough. Have a great stream and stay paint buckets. I might as well, you know, I might as well. Sylvia, have a great night. Sleep well, sleep tight, and I shall see you. Or probably on the weekend. That's probably when the next they're gonna stream. Best case. Anyway, I'll see you then. Just know I'll be waiting for the next stream. No worries. No worries. I will be up again at some point. But yeah. Thank you so much for dropping in, and enjoy your night, and enjoy tomorrow as well. It might be a hot one. Who knows? Right, so yeah. That was the Board of Shadows, which is a complete different thing. Yes, so this was the thing that happened. After having a pleasant breakfast and a friendly arm wrestle contest, the group overheard a couple of peasants, townsfolk, talking about the curse of the fountain, and how it stretches, the range of this curse stretches across the town's borders, and gradually makes people less prone to violence. That's what it was. After breakfast, the group heads out into town and sees a group of dwarves, which are on a grand one after the group. After the group of dwarves, there's a history behind that I'm not going to get into right now. Tohan, yep. I can't read that out loud. I can't. Well, the rest of the group heads to the town center. And if you go to the town Quincy page, cool. Spectre Christia found out about the curse. Players went to shops. Because the fountain was like holy water in a sense, and one of my characters is a vampire, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how that would work. So I done a homebrew idea, which I thought was pretty unique. That they're kind of vampirish. I thought, you know what, holy water, would that like rejuvenating? Would that be possible to cure vampirism? So I made the call on that, and I said, like, your character would have to drink like a ton to turn back to your normal humane, non-vampiric state. That's what I said. And what they decided to do after that point was simply lie down in the fountain, head submerged, full body submerged in the fountain, on their back, looking up and just opening their mouth. Fucking whirlpool effect. So at that point I was like, oh my god, you're basically drowning your character to try and cure the vampiric state. Okay, cool. So then obviously the character goes into death saving throws, pass out. Then afterwards I was like, you know what, sure. Your character's arc, which was to stop being a vampire, to find a way to cure themselves, they've done it. There's only 2 people that didn't get the taste of the fountain, which was basically just like a healing effect. Oh yes, that's what was going to happen. So one of my characters is Pavu, basically a Goliath barbarian, and very strong, very prone to just be the tank in the group. Decides, you know what, I want to try and move, tilt, shake, kind of like twist the fountain to see if there's any way that I can get underneath it, or if there's any gap. And I was like, no, this is like built into the structure. You can give it a go though. They rolled And part of this fountain was that if it broke, the curse would be like released. And there was monsters inside this town that as the fountain was doing its thing, it was subduing all of like the monsters' rage and urges to like hunt and to go out. So that was the main reason of that part. So yes, on that part. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah. Just realized I didn't have the YouTube studio thing. So yeah, after that kind of cracked the fountain, we stopped at that point. I wrote an entire script dialogue for them to read out, which was fun. I actually really enjoyed that. I do enjoy writing. I do enjoy like coming up with like really cool, unique things. It was definitely it was like a Vision type style. Just every single character gets annihilated. That was the goal of that one. Yeah, as that was happening, one of the characters that one of the players was using in a different thing, they wanted that character to die, so I was like, you know what, sure, this character will die, but he's gonna have a very important item, which was a sending stone. This sending stone would link to a very high mage inside of a city. Basically gave them the gossip and said like, hey, you need to go to this dungeon. By the way, this dungeon is Momiar's maze, or Momiar's like grove, and they are known for creating golems. And here's the thing, I am going to have not a lot of golems, although I do have like 8 players, so it's definitely like, okay, I have to think about this logistically, and to the point where it can't take, 3 sessions to get through combat kind of thing. So I've thought of a few unique things that could be happening as well. So they're going to face 4 Gorgons first. As they pass through the first room, they're going to meet 2 stone golems at the entrance. 4 Gorgons and 2 stone golems at the entrance. As they go through, they'll see a couple of Gorgons as well. Maybe a couple of like I think it's flesh golems or something like that. Clay golems, that kind of thing. As they go through. But then at the very end, there's going to be a iron golem. I did set all of this up. I can't remember where I put everything. Did I put everything? Did I write everything down? Cannot remember. Have a look. Having a fun time here. It's not that one. D&D for eyes, Monster Realm, that's not that one, so it's hollow. I don't think. This is not in here. Nope. Okay. I'm trying to find the map. Everything that I had before. Not that, that's the music. That was from the festival. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Did I put it down somewhere? I think I may have done it. Give me a second. Ugh. That's interesting. Well, I know I had it on. I know I had it here. And I know I had it. I know the rooms kind of thing. Well, I basically got it here. So, you know what I can do? Copy everything from the pad. Go to my drive. Make sure it's on the right one. In the untitled document, which is the empty one, which is the one that I have. I'm gonna paste this. That. Paste. Yes, nice. I can work on this one here. So yeah, I spoke to Christia, found out about the curse. What was that thing? Just split this down the middle. Cool. So I think the idea of tomorrow, as I am running, I've got Moriar's Maze, which I'm starting to think of like Moriar's Maze / workshop. Moriar's layer in a sense. It's more of a layer than a maze. Moriar's layer, known for creating for Golem creations. Yeah, known for Golem creations. There's gonna be 4. The entrance is gonna be 1. And over there. Question is, will this have the stone that they're after? Will they have the artifact that they're after? I think so. I've kind of like led this, what was supposed to be like a set of like one-shots, into more of a campaign. The campaign has gone on for over a year now, so I think it's about time to like piece the bits in to like tie it all together. There's a lot of things in this world that still need to be done, and it's a little bit more of a sandboxy, because that's how I want it to be. I want them to have the freedom to do what they want, in a sense, and sure, I kind of guide them a little bit, but not by much. I always have something around the corner that I can just peer up and use. I do things like mini games. I say stuff like, oh, you see a couple of people playing like a cards game in the corner of the table, and then I use I think it's the mechanic from what's the book? The heist. I think it's like a heist, the heist of something, but it's an actual book from the D&D type area, so that's what that is. So yeah, I've got that. I've also used oh, you see somebody fishing, sitting on a table with a fishing rod into the lake at the end of a wooden, partly well-made dock. And then I have a fishing mini game. I also have started thinking of, in a couple of taverns or potion shops, there might be some free, unique things that they could grab, which may be good, may also be not so helpful. I think that's a really cool thing to add in. It gives that bit of like, oh, this is different, this is fun. Well, I'm hoping it's fun. I hope it's not just like, oh, it's okay. That's what I'm hoping. But I think to have that in there is going to be like pretty good fun. So yeah. The dungeon Mayor's lair. You don't flip my goblins. So go for that. Well, I need a. Yeah, there's going to be the magical stone that they need, which is Valence. Shuffle this all the way down here. Yeah, Lilith is somebody that does have a secret agenda, is trying to help the group. So they need to find an artifact that has a diamond embedded within its surface. The object must be made from either volcanic or magically crystallized ore. Which I thought, oh, there's going to be like 2 areas that they can get that from. They can get the materials from, so then they can go on like a scavenger hunt to get to get the style that they need to create the weapon to ultimately destroy yeah, to basically ultimately destroy that. Ooh, I'm just trying to think. I could make it so there's 2 items. There is basically 2 daggers in a sense. I could make it into the way, but let me write this down. So 2 artifact. So let's say daggers for simple sakes. Yeah, 1 to stab a body or such. This is D&D World, by the way. YouTube. So weapons, 2 artifact weapons, 1 to stab or to injure a undead body, and then the second to pinch the person that has the soul, or that is possessed. Second to pinch the person second to stab the person with the spirit, poltergeist, demon, technically demon, with Yoda, because that's the character of my big bad, which I pulled out of thin air. A lot of D&D stuff is just what can you make up on the spot. A lot of things that I do is improvisation or improv type style, where I just don't know what I'm going to be doing and I just do something. I've also learned that even though I'm streaming and I could do anything on a stream, like I could play games, I could do other things, I get a bit more motivated to do these things when I'm streaming. So that's the kind of mindset that I've been trying to get, is to do something while I'm streaming, whether it's creating something, whether it's not. It's going to be better than just sitting here playing on games for a full day and then realizing, oh poops, I haven't done anything for my game tomorrow or for my personal self, which I think is just, yeah. So yeah, 2 artifact daggers, 1 as kind of like the tether, the other one to transfer the soul into the body, so then they are trapped in a body that they can then eliminate. I think that's how I like it. I think that's how I like to think. I think I like it. Basically a soul transference, isn't it? So soul transference. Soul transference. Tethered to mortal realm, in brackets, can be eliminated. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. So 2 artifacts, soul transference, to the mortal realm, can be killed, but they're gonna have to find like a body to do that. And I've already got a character sheet made for Yoda. He's essentially leveled up, and I've made it that he's. I think I made it the fact that he's a warlock, but he's been tied to a PC for a while, so I thought, you know what, a uniqueness thing would be to say like, oh hey, because he was in your body, because he was there experiencing what you experienced to gain your levels, he's also going to get levels in that, which means they've recently had a level up. I need to level up Yoda. And he's currently in a ranger's body, I believe so, if I have a quick look. I like doing this kind of stuff with oh, was I using a different? No, I think it was fine. If not, just go into a different profile. Nope, I'm all good. Cool. Right. No. Oh my god, I said profile and then I went profile. Characters. So I use D&D Beyond for creating characters. I'm not sponsored by them, so haha. Maybe one day. I'm not too bothered. But if we have a look, I need to look for Yoda. 10th level 10. So my character is now level 6, I believe. So he's going to be level 11 now. They did this specifically because my PCs, they're high damage people. They're high damage people. So if I manage this character sheet, manage character and levels. So yeah, they are currently a level 10. What? No, that must be a different person, but I swear that wasn't. Drakensar? Hold the phone. I've probably done it on a work computer on my break. Okay, well I'll go to this one. So they were level 10 sorcerer. I'm going to manage, no, not that one. Pressing the wrong buttons all over the place. It's always good fun. I think what strength of the grave, Hound of Ill Omen, you gain the ability to call forth a howling creature of darkness to harness your foes as a bonus action. 6th level. If I level you down to level 6? I'll level you down to level 6, yes. That means my spells are probably known spells. Add spells. Known spells. I'm not going to do that yet because I'm going to add. I'm going to add another class. Classes from 2000. Rollback are not designed for multiple class together. What? What? Okay, hold on. Homebrew, yes, milestone. Imprints, developments. classes from 2024 and 2014 rulebooks are not designed to be multi-class together. But you automatically updated. BS. Yeah, 2014 here, but core rules 2014. Yes. What? Do I have to do this again then? Or remove that? Sorcerer. Add class. Going to go to level 6. Add another class. Still not. Okay, what's it called? Dude. Beyond. What? Do I have to make a new character? Please tell me that I don't have to make a new character. I don't mind it, but... Guess I'm making a new character. I've got tons of characters already. It's insane. Homebrew. Create homebrew subclass. View mine. Yeah, that's not that. Okay, no, I'm gonna have to make a new character, I think. Create character. Standard. I'll do this right. I'll try and do this real quick. Yoda. Just gonna say up. Updated. Homebrew. Yes. Customize your origin. I don't even care. Private. Do private. For expanded rules. Character options from 2014 handbook. If I say yes to that or no to that? I'm gonna say no to that. I'm gonna go sorcerer again. Add that. Change that to level 6. And then I add another class. Okay, I can. So it was just one of those weird things. Right, but barbarian. I think they were level 10 before, so I'm gonna say barbarian. You spent a lot of time with the barbarian, probably around 4 years, or even more than that, to be fair. But what? That's what do you think? So I'm gonna say barbarian is at level 4, and then I also need to add ranger to this as well. Add. And you've been with this person for around 2 levels now, so I'm gonna say you're level 2. So all in all, you are at level 12. Okay, I don't mind that. That seems to be fine, right? What skill proficiency? I'm gonna say insight, because you were kind of like a king. Spelly type person, spell casting, cantrips, innate sorcery, an event in your past left, and in your past left, and in inevitable mark on you, infusing you with simmering magic. As bonus action, you can unleash that magic for 1 minute, during which you can gain the following benefits. Innate sorcery. Okay, cool. Meta magic options. I'm going to say is that my big bad will have empowered spell. When you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to roll a number of the damage dice up to your charisma modifier, a minimum of 1, and you must use the new rolls. Okay, gonna say quickened. When you cast a spell that has the casting time of an action, you can spend 2 sorcery points to change that casting time to a bonus action for this casting. You can't modify a spell in this way if you've already cast a level 1 plus spell on the current turn, nor you can cast level 1 plus spell on this turn after modifying a spell in this way. What if I said Twinned? When you cast a spell such as Charm Person, that can be cast with a higher level spell slot to target an additional creature. Ooh. You can spend 1 sorcery point to increase that spell's effective level by 1. I like that. I like that as like a big boss. So what? Charm Person. You cast Charm Person. I think it's Charm Person. I think that is an actual spell. I don't think it's a cantrip, so that's going to be interesting. Sorcerer subclass. Ooh. Expanded rules. I'm going to say Storm Sorcery. And it's not, to make things easier, then I'm just going to say Draconic Sorcery because it's there. Draconic Resilience, Draconic Spells. When you reach a sorcerer level specified for Draconic Spell table, you therefore always have the listed spells prepared. Okay. Choose a feat. What do I want my big bad to have? Probably. Ooh, telepathic skill expert. Dragon hide. Bandit rules. You manifest scales and claws reminiscent of your draconic ancestors. You gain the following benefits. Ooh, okay. What about? I'm having a look at expanded rules for the moment. Eldritch, Elven, Fey Touched, Flames. You learn to call on Hellfire to serve your commands. Interesting, okay. Don't think I'd have that. It's a meta magic adept. You've learned how to exert your will on your spells to alter how they function. Oh, okay, this is cool. No, never knew about this. You learn 2 meta magic options of your choice from the sorcerer subclass. You can only use 1 meta magic option on a spell when you cast it, unless the option says otherwise. Whenever you reach a level that grants the ability score improvement feature, you can replace one of these meta magic options with another one from the sorcerer class. These points are added to any sorcerer points that you have from another source. Okay. Ooh, I have. Okay. Ooh, what? Okay, this is pretty cool. So what I already have empowered and twin spells. If I said seeking spell, you make an attack roll for a spell and miss, you can spend 2 sorcery points and re-roll the d20. You must use a new roll. Yeah, I'll stick with Seeking Spell. What does Careful Spell do? You cast a spell that forces other creatures to make a saving throw. You can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force. When you cast a spell that forces other creatures to make a saving throw, you can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force. Okay. Don't really need that. He's more self-centered. So... Subtle Spell. When you cast a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to cast it without any somatic or verbal components. Ooh, okay. I like that. Kinda like that. If I don't extend its spell, when you cast a spell that has a duration of 1 minute or longer, you can spend 1 sorcery point to double its duration to a maximum duration of 24 hours. That seems cruel. If I poison somebody. D&D. Game speak. I'll have to have a look at my spells. I'll say expand the spells for the moment. Elemental affinity. Choose level 6 option. I'm gonna say fire. You've chosen fire damage. So you're affected. Choose one of the types. You have resistance to that damage type, and when you cast a spell that deals damage of that type, you can add your charisma modifier to 1 damage roll of that spell. So I want a high charisma roll. That's what we're finding out. Okay, now with that, let's have a look at my spells. I can add 5 cantrips and 10 spells. I can prepare 10 spells. Okay, cool. What am I looking at? I think it is only right to have Firebolt. Cantrips. Ray of Frost. Do Shocking Grasp. Sorcerer's Burst. You cast Sorcerer's Energy at 1 creature or object within range and make a ranged spell attack against that target. On a hit, it takes 1d8 of damage of your choice. The cold, fire, lightning, poison, psychic, or thunder. Ooh. Roll an 8 on a d8 for the spell. You can roll another d8 and add it to the damage. When you cast a spell, the maximum number of these d8s you can add to the spell's damage equals your spell modification. There's the cantrip update. The damage increased by 1d8 when you reach level 5. 2d8. Okay. Level 5, so yeah, that's gonna happen. Interesting. I'm not too sure. Might. Yes, Sword Burst. Momentary circle of spectral blazes super around you. All other creatures within 5 feet of you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. feel like that'd be really good, especially because one of my player characters is very, get into the action. Booming Blade. You branch a weapon that uses the spell's casting and makes a melee attack with it against. On a hit, covers attacks normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target winningly moves 5 feet or more before then, the target takes 1d8 thunder damage and the spell ends. That actually sounds really cool. So I could do that, possibly disengage. Yeah, possibly disengage. Have them move 5 feet and then they injure themselves. I like the sound of that. That's all of the cantrips done. That's 5 cantrips done. Okay, so then I have Chaos Spell. You hold an underlying wobbling massive chaotic energy at one creature in range. On the target takes 2d8 and 1d6 damage. Choose one of the d8s, the number rolled on the die determines the attack's damage type as shown below. Acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, poison, psychic, thunder. Ooh, so again, one of the things. Sure, I'll get Chaos Bolt. Chaos Control! I also want to have a look at Tasha's move of acid emanates from you in a line of 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for disposed duration, or until a creature uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off itself or another creature. A creature covered in the acid takes... Okay. I guess it's a Scorcher. A line of roaring flame 30 feet long in the direction you choose. Each creature. Studio. Why is that happening again? I swear you've told me this before. The stream's current bitrate is higher than recommended. Bitrate is higher than recommended. We recommend that you use a stream bit of 25 FPS. I think I'm on 30, so it's not. Okay, 25. Okay, I'll have a look later. Anyway, get this prepared. I like the sound of it. Look at that. Flame Blade. I feel like close combat. Although he is barbarian, part barbarian. I think it'll use spells and stuff for distance. Up close, he's gonna have a blade of some sort. Misty Step. Briefly surrounded by a silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet of unoccupied space you can see. Yes. What's Mind Spike? Reach into the mind of one of the creatures you can see within range. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, taking 3d8 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Also, you can also know the target's location until the spell ends. Concentration up to an hour. I'll have a think about that. Suggestion. Mind whip web. Oh, counterspell. Definitely getting counterspell. Oh yes. You attempt to interrupt a creature that says the creature must make a constitution saving throw. On the failed save, spell dissipates with no effect. On the action, bonus action, or reaction used to cast is wasted if the spell was cast with the spell slot isn't expended. Yes. Clairvoyance. Oh, I see. Okay. Daylight. For the duration, sunlight spreads from a point within range and fills a 60 feet radius square. Sunlight area is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. Alternatively, you can cast the spell on an object that isn't being worn or carried, causing the sunlight to fill. I think that's more for like players. Most of my player characters have like dark vision. That's not really going to do much. Dispel magic. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any ongoing spell of 31 target. For each ongoing spell level 4 or higher on the target, make a ability check using a spell casting ability. Easy plus that spells level. A successful check, that's how it ends. Oh, fireball. Oh, we've got to have fireball. Got to. Lightning bolt. Stroke of lightning forming 100 feet long, 5 feet wide line blasts out from within you in a chosen direction. Each creature in the line makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save, half as much. That I've got to. Sleet storm, tidal wave. Okay, don't wall of water. Protection from energy. For the duration, the willing creature you touch has resistance to one type of your chosen thing. Or choice. Okay, can that be done? It says a person of touch. Can that be yourself? Cause that'd be good to have. What's slow? You alter time around you to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for the duration. The affected target speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty on to AC and dexterity saving throws. It can take It can't take reactions on its turns. It can take either an action or bonus action, not both. And it can make only one attack if it takes the attack action. If it casts a spell with a somatic component, there is a 25% chance the spell fails as a result of the target making too slow. I want to say yes because that just sounds really cool. Like visually, that sounds like really cool. Put that on. I do have some more spells to get done. Tidal wave. You conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone on a successful save. A creature takes half as much damage and isn't knocked prone. The water spreads out across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames in the area and within 30 feet of it, and then it vanishes. I want to say yes to that. also have fly or fear. You can get both, that'd be awesome. You touch a willing creature for the duration, the target gains a flight speed of 60 feet and can hover. When the spell ends, the target falls if it's still aloft, unless it can stop the fall. The fall. Yeah, the fall. It does touch. But can that be, you know, touch yourself, you go flying? I want to say yes to that. It's the only reason why I want to say yes to that. But if I prepare that, these are prepared. Okay, so I can come back to these and use these whenever I really want. Okay, cool. So, other one, fear. Each creature within a 30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw on a cone. Yeah, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. It's late. Okay, it's late. Condition for the duration. Prey creature takes the dash action and moves away from you by the safest route on each of its turns unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a space where it doesn't have line of sight on you, the creature makes a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, the spell ends on that creature. I'm gonna prepare that one. That's all. Okay. Oh, that's taking a bit of time. Right, then Barbarian. Core things, proficiency, martial arts, rage. I'm happy about that. Weapons mastery. I'm going to say traditional old like king. Most likely gonna have a great axe. Great axe graze. If your attack roll with a great sword misses a creature, you can deal damage to the you can deal damage to that creature equal ability modifier using you use to make the attack roll. Damage is the same type dealt by a great sword. Okay. Second one, I'm probably gonna guess, I'm probably gonna take dagger. Because why not? When you make the extra attack with a life property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of the bonus action. Because extra attack only once per turn. Nick. Okay. Barbarian subclass. Path of the Berserker. Sure. I'll read a bit more into this and I'll do a bit more of this in a moment. I'm gonna say athletics. Find more knowledge. Weapon mastery. It has to be. So not on it. Tridents. I like tridents. I don't know what it is. I just like tridents. Okay, you're gonna say great accent. Ability score. Alert. Can follow benefits. Initiative proficiency. When you roll initiative, you can add your proficiency bonus to the roll. Yes. That's done. Rager time. Jesus Christ. Perception. Weapon mastery. I'm gonna say Albert. Crossbow. Because it's traditional things. Languages, you know 2 languages of your choice. Oh, that's gotta be common. I'm gonna say infernal. Expertise, arcana. Fighting style. Fighting style, feat. Defense. Wearing light armor or medium armor, you gain. Yeah. You get spells as well. Add spells. I can add 3. Okay. Absorb elements. The spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessens its effects on you, and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. So the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 of the triggering type when the spell ends. Kinda like that. Ooh, entangled. I think that one. Cure wounds. Okay. Or beast bond. The one beast you touch that is friendly to you or charmed by you. That's gonna be tricky. Fog cloud, you create a fog on a point with range. The sphere is heavily obstructed. It lasts for the duration until a strong wind, such as one created by gust of wind, passes it. Oh, I can just do Hunter's Mark. You magically mark one of the creatures that you see within range until the spell ends. You do an extra 1d6 force damage to the target wherever you hit it with an attack roll. The advantage on any wisdom, perception, or survival check you make to find it. Okay. So as you can mark. Good berry. 10 berries appear in your hand and are fused with magic for the duration. Creature can take a bonus action to eat one berry. Eating a berry restores 1 HP. The berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. Alarm. I think this just makes sense for... does it make sense? Snare. Long strider. Strike. You move like the wind until the spell energy movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Yes, I actually like that one as well, so prepare that one. Okay, that's all done. I thought that was going to be quick. That took... making a character takes such a long time. Not going to worry about details or anything like that, because that's all in head mind. So, background. Choose a skill. I'm gonna say persuasion. Giving set. It has to be darts. Has to be. Keys for 3 scores. Yeah. Increase your strength, dexterity, and constitution by 1. Yes. Next. Choose your species. Okay. What did I say? I was doing a human variant, wasn't I? Just human, so that's cool, but it's expanded. Okay. Or do I... Yeah. Go Goliath. Powerful build. Large form. When you take damage, you can take a reaction to roll 1d12. Add to constitution modifier. To introduce the damage by that total. Languages. Standard languages. Iconic. I think that kind of makes sense to what I'm envisioning. Generation method. I always do rolled. Okay, that just makes sense to me. That's a low roll. That's a decent one. That's a good one. That's a decent one. Okay, gonna add another group. Roll one more. This is the big bad, so I'm kind of looking for roughly around the middle plus for stuff. That might sound a bit cheaty, but my game. Okay, I've got a good like few 11s in, which don't really do too much more. Have one more group. Damn, Beyond just doesn't like me today. That's a good one. That's another good one. Okay, with those, I think we'll have enough. Got 15s. 15 on Constitution, 15 on Dex, 14 Charisma, 13 on Wisdom, and that's one there. Yeah. Doing 12 on strength. Yeah. Ooh. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, isn't it? Add. Yeah, there's a big towards medium range, so that should be all good. Happy with that. Starting equipment. It doesn't really matter too much. God, I can't believe today, an hour, practically coming up to an hour, or just spent on character creation. That's just insane. Right. So, can be killed, can be eliminated, but they need the weapon. Weapon or artifacts. Artifacts made with I need to find that has a made with volcanic or magically crystallized ore. Let's say magically crystallized ore. Weapon artifacts made with magically crystalline ore. Crystalline, because apparently crystalline is an actual thing. Crystalline ore though. With a what diamond, does they? Yeah, a diamond. The diamond. Ooh. Red soaked diamond. Embedded within its surface. The service. Okay. It's 11 o'clock right now. Didn't get as much as I wanted to get done. Most of it was building up him. But at least I've got him down. Got him updated. That's good enough. Pretty much know where it is. They're practically just outside the ruins, so just start it, get into the battle, because they haven't had really a battle in what, 2-3 campaigns that I've run, so they need it. Like I said, mine is more of sandboxy, so there's days where there's sessions where it's mainly focused on role playing, on just chill time, mess around kind of thing, and then there's times where, hey, they need to be on high alert because danger is around the corner. That was perfect time with music. I love that. I love that. I'm going to be heading off, so Sylvia, thanks for talking to me. Thank you for that. For anybody else that has popped in or put this in the background, thank you for doing so. I may do more of this stuff. I might just make these into more videos than anything. Maybe not creating wise. I don't know. But this definitely streaming today. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I thought I'll just sit here and talk for a little bit. Didn't think it would go on for this long, but hey, it is what it is. You know what? I've had fun, and as long as I've had fun, that's all that matters. Got this done for tomorrow at least, so I kind of know basic principles, basicness. So yeah, cool. So in that note then, oh, I put an ancient silver dragon in human form in tower. I forgot that. They could have really annoyed the wrong character. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you later. In the wise old words of Sylvia, you've been wonderful. I've been Penguin, and we're all paint buckets. Catch you on the flip side. See ya. Oh, I love it.